Amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a fun, exciting Doctor Who action figure review. And of course, we are looking at Doctor Who, the Resurrection of the Daleks collector's set. So this contains, as you can see, the 5th Doctor, Davros, aka Termalloy, the Dalek Supreme, and of course, a normal standard Dalek, really. So as you can see, we have the Doctor Who 2005 to 2010 logo. We have the 5th Doctor, 1982 to 1984. We have got Davros here. We've got the 5th Doctor from season 19. And of course, you've got Dalek pictures here and the Dalek Supreme. And of course, this includes 1 5th Doctor, 1 Resurrection Davros, 1 Resurrection Dalek, 1 Resurrection Dalek Supreme. And of course, on the top of it, you've got a nice clear box. And of course, you have the four possible action figures on the front, and of course showing you the back. If I just turn it over, you have a little bit of the buy-up about the story. So where it says the TARDIS with the 5th Doctor, Tegan and Tarlo on board becomes caught in a time corridor once Fedite materializes in London 1984, which is a story, as you all know. Resurrection of the Daleks is one of my favourite stories. You have a little bit of a buy-up about the 5th Doctor here. In his youth appearance, behind his wisdom and experience, but this Doctor still found it frustrating that so many people questioned his judgment, especially his companions. While on an alien planet, he and his companion Perry contracted a disease, and the Doctor gave Perry the only cure, necessitating another regeneration. So, of course, you've got character options logo at the bottom. You've got item Doctor Who Resurrection of the Daleks set. Item number 03728. So this one was actually released around about 2010 as part of the Underground Toys exclusive on character options back in the day. So you're probably wondering, how did I manage to get my hands on this set still in the box? Well, this is where my very good friend eBay came part, and of course I spent £185 on this set. It was a choice between this set and Revelation of the Daleks with Colin Baker, because I wanted a Termalloy Davros in the actual chair. So which means I've only got 2 more Davroses to try and get my hands on, aka David Goodison's Davros from the Destiny of the Daleks set, as well as Davros from Resurrection of the Daleks, where you have his hand blown off, otherwise known as the other version of Termalloy. And this is actually my third figure of my third figure release of the story Resurrection of the Daleks, with History of the Daleks set number, I believe it was either 19 or 20, with Resurrection of the Daleks from B&M, and of course the more recent, the Tegan and Dalek from that story. So I will show you all my Daleks from that story a little bit later on. So let's get this box open. So of course I'm using my trusty box knife to get into this parcel. So let's slip open the box, as you can see on the side. So, and then of course opening it up, but I'm accidentally knocking the camera. And this is what the actual set looks like without the box. And then, of course, moving it, you've got the fantastic backdrop of the Dalek Time Corridor spaceship. So this corridor is where we normally see the Daleks, and where they come through here, and you've got the door opening where they go down the time contour, which is absolutely brilliant. That is a nice backdrop. I will keep that myself, actually. So, of course, you have the opening it up, so I'll show you the actual packaging. Inside the actual packaging, you've got the 5th Doctor in his season 21 outfit, which is a lot better than my Awakening 5th Doctor figure. This one came in the 13th Doctor figure set, so it's a lot better. I quite like this version more than this one. And of course I do have the Caves of Androzani figure as well, which is actually quite brilliant as well. So I'm going to take all these out of the actual plastic, and then of course show you the actual articulation and what they actually look like. And then of course I'm going to be showing you my entire whole Resurrection of the Daleks collection on figure. So taking the figure out of the plastic tray, this is what the 4-figure set actually looks like, and it actually looks really good. I'm very impressed with it. So I'm going to take a look at the 5th Doctor first, because he is the least important thing about this set, because mainly it's just important for the Davros figure and of course the original Dalek Supreme, and Resurrection of the Daleks Dalek. So the Fifth Doctor is very much a standard reprint, where basically you've got his, like, the body from his season 19, but you've got a new tooling for the actual jumper, where you've got that kind of like painted on, as you can see here. The jumper does get a lot better. And of course you've got the original trousers. Now, the trousers look so particular, like the original release of the regenerated Sixth Doctor that came out back in 2010. So it's quite nice to have this with the actual Fifth Doctor figure with the Fifth Doctor's head on instead of the Sixth Doctor's head, which I will show you a little bit later on. So the detailing on the coat just looks absolutely fantastic. This one does have a bit of a marking. Now you're probably going, you took it out the box. Why have you took it out the box? Well, I took it out the box because I wanted to do a figure review on it. And I don't really keep my figures in boxes because I like to put them all on display inside my glass cabinet. And then, of course, on the side, so you've got articulation here, so it can go around like he's going to thump you. And then, of course, you've got articulation in the wrist. The head has really good articulation, actually. So I can make it look like he's looking left and right. The legs can move up and down. You've got that as well, which is actually fantastic. So it's just a standard Fifth Doctor figure. Then, of course, looking at the actual person that I've really wanted the figure of, we have Davros. Yes, we've got him alive, Davros, in his actual Dalek chair from Resurrection of the Daleks. Now, this is actually pretty cool because it means I can recreate that scene where he's in the laboratory. He goes, once the Doctor has been exterminated, I shall build a new race of Daleks. They will be even more deadly, and I, Davros, shall be the leader. You know, when he does that big, massive, power mad speech. So this one does have a bit of paint rub off, as you can see here, look. Which doesn't really matter to me because I can give that a quick repaint a little bit later on. Because I think I've got the black paint for this. If not, it's not expensive to get the model paint. But yeah, the figure itself looks really good. The face really looks so closely and really well done to Davros. Now, this is my second Davros in his chair because I do have the Michael Wisher Davros. And of course, you do have the opportunity, from what I've seen from other YouTubers and stuff, there's like a little black panel, and that black panel can come off, but I don't really want to break the figure because I don't really know how it comes off. It feels like there should be a button somewhere. Where's the button? It would be cool if they actually did include a button, but I don't think there is a button. But yeah, the figure is just a normal standard Davros. And of course, you've got his hand as well, which is actually brilliant. It's not really good. So, and of course, I can actually put this Davros figure with my Colin Baker figure, because I do have the Emperor Davros from Remembrance of the Daleks. So this was actually quite nice to fit in the gap between Peter and Colin, because it really does look quite good. Absolutely brilliant. So the articulation is in the hand, as well as basically the wrist, as you can see here. It can turn up and down, and a little bit, it just feels like a little bit stiff because it's been inside the box for years. The head can rotate, but I don't really want to push it. It's got the microphone. It just looks so good. It really does. And if I wanted to put the Davros, the gun in the Fifth Doctor hand, try and make it like that scene where he goes, I'm not here as your prisoner, Davros, but your executioner, which I might try and do a little bit later on, which makes it look a lot cool. So then, of course, you've got the standard Dalek. So, of course, this Dalek it's like a matte grey. Well, a lighter grey, but it looks very, very bluish. And of course, you've got the gun that moves, the sucker, and then of course the dome of the Dalek does move, and so does the eye stalk. And like the Remembrance of the Daleks, that you can take the eye stalk off to make it look like it's been destroyed. My vision is impaired. I cannot see. My vision is impaired. I cannot see. Warning, emergency. Yeah, I do watch that story quite a lot. I'm very lucky forward to watching it in Blu-ray. But yeah, it's like a normal standard Dalek. It just looks pretty cool. And comparing it to the recent release from B&M, it has had a few changes, as you can see from the recent release. The gun has more of a red in it, where it's just normal standard black Dalek gun. This one looks more, I don't know what it is, but I think this one looks more screen arrow cut than to the original. It looks very screen arrow cut compared. It really does. But yeah, it's quite nice. I mean, I will show the rest of me Resurrection of the Dalek set. So let's check out the new Dalek from the story and continue looking at the other Dalek. So next in the list, we have the Dalek Supreme from the story. Now, the plunger does look a little bit wobbly. I mean, it does look a bit bent, but you can fix that with boiling hot water and then straighten it out. So again, like the normal Dalek, again, this one, for some reason, it does have a few scratches in it and all that, like paint bleeds and stuff, but I'm not too fussed because I do have the B&M set, which I do love. I absolutely love that one. The head does a rotation, the eye stalk as well, looks pretty cool. Taking it off again, you can take the eye stalk off, and you can fix that, as you can see, because it does look a little bit wonky. I don't know if it comes on camera. I can just put that in boiling hot water and straighten that out, which is absolutely brilliant. So that is basically the Resurrection of the Daleks set, and it's kind of cool, I have to admit. But yeah, the eye stalk really looks wonky on the Dalek Supreme. Yeah, but I don't mind that because the rest of the figures look really cool. I like the Davros figure. So let's get the rest of my Resurrection of the Daleks figures. And there you have it. That is my entire figure collection of Resurrection of the Daleks. Now, there is one more figure set to still to get, which is another version of this Dalek, but with a hatted Fifth Doctor in his outfit from season 21, which I probably will get, just so I can army build and have that figure set, and then you've got everything. It is actually nice to finally have Davros in the set, and of course a proper Resurrection Fifth Doctor, which does look a lot better when you think about it. I mean, that's so looking good. I mean, you got the destroyed Dalek. These two are from History of the Dalek set, and so I did have 3 Dalek Supremes from B&M, but I sold the other 2 on to try and help other people get their hands on the Dalek Supreme, because I didn't wanted the standard Renegade Daleks, because they said, oh, they've got too many of the Daleks, because they can easily just use the Destiny Daleks. I'm like, I don't know, no. But they wanted the Dalek Supreme. I'm like, yeah, okay, you can have my 2 spare Dalek Supremes, because I kind of wanted the original and the new one so I can compare it. And it does look a lot better when you look at it here. It just looks a lot better. The new B&M set one does. It just looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Absolutely fantastic. It really does. And if I want to recreate that scene, if I just move these Daleks over one, and Tegan. So if I pop Tegan there, so you can still see the wonderful Janet Fielding figure. Moving this one, of course, and then the Mavellan Virus. I might do a custom Dalek figure with one of the B&M ones, and then spray him like shaving cream to make it look like it's dying from the Mavellan Virus, where it literally spurts out the shaving cream or something like it. And then, of course, pop in the actual gun. So let's put Davros face in there. And, of course, you got the Fifth Doctor pointing the gun at him. Smile! Kill him! I'm not here as your prisoner, Davros, but your executioner. I'm such a sad person, aren't I? But, yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. The gun really fits well into Peter Davison's hand. It's actually quite nice to have Tegan to go with this set as well, in a way, because I can easily place her with Peter from that story. It just looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. And I do enjoy Revelation of the Daleks. It's such a great dark story for Peter Davison. It's one of my favourite Dalek stories, in my opinion, because it's just so dark. It's just done in a great way. Oh, okay, that did not go to plan, but I'm not going to edit it out, so you can actually have a good laugh at that. But yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that is a very good display for Resurrection of the Daleks. It's such a great story, and I'm so glad to finally have the original figure release of the story as well. Let me know in the comment section down below, what figure set do you have for Resurrection of the Daleks? Do you have the Tegan figure with the destroyed Dalek? Do you have the B&M sets, or do you even have the original figure set for Resurrection of the Daleks? Let me know. Please do like, subscribe and share, and enjoy for some Doctor Who content, and stay absolutely magnificent, every single one of you.